Real scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining counselors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vandacia. Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Counselor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin. Everything we do now must be swift.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
Look, you're not like I said. What do you want?
So, this is the Dibelosian. Just what I expected. Look at this place. These Dibellites fancy themselves free-spirited bards blown by the wind. But they've got enough gold to make Zenithar blush. Doesn't matter. This is where we'll find our answers. I don't know yet. I just know we have to look. Take this. It's a rare bit of magic called a memory stone. Grana Cerise gave it to Grandpa Lier the night before she supposedly murdered Priestess Rolain and fled. Maybe it'll show us something. I'm a carpenter, not a mage. But according to this dark elf I showed it to, the mushroom wizards up in Morrowind use them to store their memories. The catch is, you have to stand where the memories occurred to wake up the magic in the stone. Aye, that's the hope. I know we face long odds on this. Magic stones and lost memories sound like storybook nonsense, but it's really all I've got to go on. Look! The stone flashed! Did you see it? Try to use it. Something's happening. Is that... It's a memory! Who is that? Laura's mercy! By the eight, what was that? A murder? Someone recorded a murder in that stone? Why would anyone do that? Wait, could this be related to the disappearances Grandpa Lier told me about? Aye. Way Grandpa Lier tells it, in the weeks before Rolain vanished, a handful of novitiates went missing. None of them were popular enough to raise an outcry. People said they must have just left, trying to get out from under Rolain's shadow. Grana Cerise helped all the novitiates, cleaning linens, tending to flowers, arranging sheet music. She knew everyone. These people probably would have pinned the disappearances on her too. But the story took a dark turn after Rolain's murder. The Dibellites decided it must have been a conspiracy. The missing novitiates were all in on the plot. Now we see the truth of it. Can't be sure, but whoever murdered those novitiates might have murdered Rolain too. We should keep investigating. Another flash. Try the stone now. Not another one. Preserve me. So real. It's our killer again. What's he doing? Gods, what is that? Magic? Did you see those gestures? Can you repeat them? Mara's mercy! Skeletons! Are those the murdered novitiates? I think I might... Come on, Fair. Keep it together. Find anything? What have you got there? A letter? Here, let me have a look at it. Oh, and can I have my stone back? I think I've had my fill of grisly memories for now. Clara, Ariel, Edgard. Yes, these were the novitiates. This should bring their families some closure, at least. It wasn't enough that the murderer killed the novitiates. She had to steal their souls, too? How would someone even do that? Huh. I've heard of soul gems before, but not black soul gems. I thought mages just used them on rabbits and goblins and such. These black ones can suck up the souls of men and mer? Eight preserve us. The ledger said the killer traded them, right? Never heard of them. But then again, honest carpenters like me don't do much business with soul-stealing wizards. It's all academic anyway. There's no way of knowing if the trade even took place. Unless that map you found contains a clue. I never told you how Priestess Rolain died, did I? She left to visit Leowyn in her carriage, along with her flower bearer Cerise, my grandmother. They never arrived.
Surely there are more pressing matters that demand your attention.
So if that's north, that means... Wait, that's not right. Oh, more was mercy. A little help, anyone? Are you from around here? Sorry, I'm not familiar with Gideon and... Wait, are you here because of my flyers? Thank Rutka. Call me Yusara. I'm here on a thrilling, inspirational journey, and I could really use a sturdy companion. I'm an author. Aspiring, really. I've penned a few romance novels, but they all lack, what's the word? Authenticity, yes. So, I resolved to get out into the world and find my muse. Now, here's the exciting part. I found it in Castle Giaves. Yes, well, not exactly. A tragic affair played out there years ago, and love-struck spirits still haunt the castle. I acquired a magic lantern that allows me to speak to the ghosts. But you know, ghosts. I need you to ward off the angrier spirits. Thank you for agreeing to accompany me. With your help, my next romance novel will be a masterpiece. Here, take the lantern. Now, fair warning, I've never actually used it, but I heard a ghostly woman wanders the city gardens. We can test it there. You made it! All right, this is the place where people see the spirit. Go on and try out the lantern.
Who intrudes upon my grief? Giaves is lost. My son is lost. You can see me? It matters little. The miseries of Castle Giaves bind me here, bind all of us here. We are cursed. Our gardens wither, our once great walls crumble, and my gentle son feels nothing but heartache. I am Duchess Estella of Castle Giaves. As for the curse, It is the work of a vile trollop named Alazinda. Arche scorn her soul. My darling boy. Mathan was infatuated with her. And how did she repay his affection? By murdering him in cold blood. I cannot bear to speak of it any more. My poor Mathan. I sense his presence sometimes. He's bound to the place where he died. An old cottage northeast of Gioves. A place where he and Alazinda trysted.
It worked! I told you it would work! Tall Papa's breeches, what a tale! A ghostly duchess, lusty young nobles, betrayal and murder. This story's got it all. Whew. Is it getting hot out here or is it just me? Yes, tied to a cottage nearby. I can almost picture it. Rustic, secluded, tousled quilts, embers smoldering on the hearth. Gives me the prickles. Almost makes you forget someone likely died there. The Duchess said the lover's name was Alazinda. That was my great-great-grandmother's name. It can't be a coincidence, can it? She lived in Gideon for a time before moving back to Alakir. Do you think my ancestor murdered Mathan?
I treat.
See, I told you they'd come, Scipion.
Not now, Julius. Our friend could be ambushed at any moment. Thank the divines. Those fang twirls have unpleasant knotwork.
Let's get moving. Shall we meet back at our office?
Fine. I'll deal with you myself.
what you know.
If you're
Look,
courageous
they're in the
enough,
water.
all things
Could that be
are
it?
possible.
See what you can find. I'm afraid to ask, but I've got to. What did you find? Let me see. Yes! I've seen that seal too many times. See the flowers encircling the face? It's a symbol of Dibella. This is a High Priestess's signet ring. It can't be a coincidence. That skeleton is Priestess Rolain. We found her. So Priestess Rolain was transporting those? Why? Did Grana Cerise know about it? They left town together and vanished together. My grandmother's skeleton isn't here, so... By the Eight, could Priestess Rolain be the killer? Do you think... No, it couldn't have been Grana. She wasn't in Gideon when the novitiates were killed. The priestess had access to the treasury, had the ear of the people. It all makes sense, except how she died. We just... Wait. Look there. You should say hello, right? I'm right behind you. That's Grana Cerise, isn't it? She's been here in this cave all this time. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm sure uncovering murderous cults and meeting her grandmother's ghost is run-of-the-mill fodder for you. But for me, this is a bit much to take. I guess there was something to those dreams after all. I know. I should have told you from the start, but I didn't want to scare you off thinking I was crazy or something. It started a month or so ago. A ghostly young woman rouses me from my bed every night and stares at me. Like she wants something. I know it is. She just stared us both in the face and guided us to her remains, right? But what now? She put an end to Rolain's plot, but no one will believe me. The Germains will keep getting stepped on. They'll say I faked the whole thing. That might actually work. Keshu the Black Fin and her Argonians couldn't give two croaks about Dibella and her flock. Keshu's war mage, Fire from Nowhere, knows local history. He might just listen. Grana Cerise gave us the proof. Let's use it.
No sign? Good. Carry on. Son's greetings, Biko. Your friend's eyes seem gray with worry. What troubles you both? Rolain. Ah, yes, the prophet woman these smooth skins mourn. She's been dead for a very long time, but still they cry. It is very strange. But that is the Imperial way, I guess. What did you discover? Something to quiet their hearts, I hope. Well then, that is not what I expected you to say. If this is true, there will be a great wailing in the Dibalacium. Disbelief also. They curse the woman Cerise Germain, and all who hatch from her clutch. Your proof must be hard as stone. I can tell you speak the truth. In the name of Keshu, I claim the Breton Ferric Germain as my charge. I place my hand upon the Hist and swear no harm will befall him here, and the truth of this will come to light no matter how grim.
Thank the Eight for fire from nowhere. And for you. I never could have accomplished this without your help. I can't believe it's over. These zealots will finally know the truth. I guess I'll stay in Gideon until we put this matter to rest for good. I want to see these people's faces when they come to terms with what really happened. Then, it's back to Bravel in my woodshop. Sooner the better. Thanks, hero. If I didn't trust Keshu and her Argonians to protect...
Cottage the Duchess mentioned, I think. Not all that romantic, is it? Let's look around. Nothing but creaky floorboards and old weeds for me. I knew I should have brought my spectacles. What did you find? May I? Her anguish just jumps off the page, doesn't it? So, Mathen intended to marry someone else and Alazinda killed him in a fit of passion. Can you imagine loving someone so deeply that you end up murdering them? Gods, that's romantic. Sort of. It's a ring of Mara, the sort of ring used in a pledge of marriage. Mathen might have intended to give it to this mysterious fiancé or... I'll hang on to the ring. Let's use the lantern. Maybe Mathen can shed some...
Who's there? Alazinda, my love. Is it you?
So this is Mathen?
This light.
Gracious.
It offers some respite from my sorrows. You have my thanks. I am Mathen Galenus, heir to the Duchy of Gioves. What brings you to this place? Curse? Is heartache not curse enough? My great love, Alazinda, poisoned me on the very night I meant to propose to her. Someone deceived her. Told her I meant to marry another. She killed me, yes. But it was an act of jealous grief, not witchcraft. I do not know. I've learned that certain objects hold a grip on the soul. Things we treasured in life. In my darkest moments, I sometimes feel drawn to the chapel where they laid my body to rest. I see harsh light glinting off my golden armor. Maybe these long, gray years make it difficult to think. Seek out the chapel. You will find it to the west, amidst the ruins of the castle. If my armor keeps me in this sorry state, I beg you to find it. Without love, there is nothing for me here. My lady, forgive my impertinence, but you are the very image of my lost love, Alazinda. How could this be?
Oh my goodness. I believe I'm her descendant, brave Sir Duke, Baron, whatever. My name's Ysara, by the way. What were we talking about again?
You share her spirit, Lady Ysara. At last, fate grants me a kindness.